like I told you guys, I like to give people credit where credit is due. And Rick Stroud has a very great podcast, and he does great work. And Rick said last week on his podcast something about being in the building, right? Reading everybody's demeanor and listening to what people were saying, and no one's upset or in panic mode at $1, right? And there's a reason behind that. One, they know more than we do. They can see the books. They know what the plan was when they wrote it down on the whiteboard and all that. We wasn't in the room with those people. We're just out here fans assuming things, right? Most of us don't even have the knowledge that I have as a fan, and it's because I love the game and I dig a little deep. Most people just go off emotions, right? So this video I like to title the Tom Brady effect, okay? And what I mean when I say the Tom Brady effect, right? We gave up a king ransom to win Super Bowl 55, and we are still paying for it. Not as much as we were in the past, but we are. How do you ask? No worries, I got you. Let's start with cap space, right? And if you want to talk about cap space, this is how much money team has to spend to acquire more talent. And that's your draft picks, that's your free agents, that's your own players that are coming up for due contract. That's what cap space is. Each team only have a certain amount, all right? Let's start with 2020. In 2020, the BUCS cap space was very low, or damn near zero. In 21, it was the same thing. Remember, 20 was the year we won the Super Bowl. 21, it was the same thing, near zero. 22 was tight to limited. 23, public records say we had $6 million in cap space, which is, you might as well say nothing, right? That's 4 years we're talking about, 20, 21, 22, 23. In 24, it went up to 25 million, that's what they say. In 25, which was this year, we had 15 million. Why is that so important? Who did we sign? What players did we sign in the offseason? What free agents did we bring in? Don't worry, I'll wait. And then the average salary cap for 23 was 20 million plus, 24 was 40 million plus, 25 was 50 million plus. That's average. That's not, we're not talking about the teams that had at top tier, but we're saying average, okay? Teams that got better throughout those years were the 49ers with 20 million in cap space, the Bengals with 50 million, right? The Cowboys, I don't know what their space was, but we know they signed Dak and CeeDee Lamb or whoever else. The Patriots, 51 million, and look how good the Patriots are now, and look at their key signings. They signed Stephon Diggs, Carlton Davis. Those are two players that I know that are making a difference, right? And then the Chargers had 90 million, and look where they are right now, right? In order to become a Super Bowl team, a Super Bowl participant, or a playoff team, you have to have cap space. There's no way around it. And what I'm saying is those years previous to becoming that, you have to have cap space. If you go back and you look at the BUCS before 20, I guarantee you we had cap space. And I want somebody to do it, and I want somebody to post in the comments what our cap space was before 20. Before we signed Tom and all that other stuff. Tell me what our cap space was, right? After signing Hassan Reddick and his 14 tackles and his 2.5 sacks for $14 million, the BUCS had $1.5 to $2 million in cap space for this year. So for all y'all asking why we didn't sign players, this is why, right? Can Todd Bowles coach better? Absolutely. Can Jason Light do a better job of bringing in talent? Absolutely. That's why I need Jason to be up there in the press box, scouting, self-scouting, meaning scouting the BUCS and looking at other teams as they come in. That way you know who's going to be a free agent, who's unrestricted, all that other stuff, right? So, Buccaneer fans, don't be so shocked if Todd Bowles is not fired or Jason Light, because we're not in those meetings. We don't know what the plan was, right? And like I say, I feel like they feel like They still can win the division with these 2 games left. I don't know if they are. I don't think they will. It's possible because Carolina don't want it either. Carolina's just a bad team. To be honest with you, they don't really have much talent either. The BUCS have more talent than them, so we should win the division. We've won the division 4 years in a row, and that's because we've been more talented, and we should be. If we're more talented and better coached, we'll be head above heels. You know? But that is the reason why we're in the state we're in, Buccaneer fans. Understand. All right? Let's go Bucks.